Hello, my name is Jordan Wiley, and I did my project on how soccer in Latin America has an affect the culture. Soccer is a huge part of Latin America history, even the current time. They've had many legends known as the Pele, who was the first guy on the first screen. He had 3 World Cup championships for Brazil. He's the biggest deal over in that country. And I found that really interesting. I wanted to understand if soccer was that big of a part of the Latin America culture. So I did my research. I understood soccer. I play Division 1 soccer, but I didn't know how big soccer really was over in Latin America. So I looked, and it's crazy. Yep, you see that? They're crazy, but they love the sport. It is a huge part of their culture, and every day you can tell that's all they care about over there. I'm just kidding. But some of the big figures from Latin America that most people do know is the biggest star is Lionel Messi. Others are Neymar, Alexis Sanchez, Aguero. The names go on and on. Soccer has become the inhabitants' blood, sweat, and tears. They care about that more than life itself. I may be stretching it a little bit. Some reasons that I think that soccer has been such a huge impact on Latin America culture is because it's been there since the day of time. It's been around for centuries on top of centuries, and it hasn't gone anywhere different. As I stated in my paper, places like Colombia go through war. Brazil has change of governments, but soccer doesn't change. It stays there through the time. And because of that, it's heavily, deeply rooted into the culture of all these Latin American countries. I had the chance to catch up with one of my old friends, Aldo Ruiz, who went to Loyola with me and played soccer with me, and he gave me a better explanation for how important soccer is in his life, his family's life. He's from Colombia. He's traveled to Colombia. He's lived in Colombia for months, and he definitely told me what it is really like over there.
Hi, my name's Aldo. I love soccer. It's a big part of my life, and it was passed down to me from my grandpa and my father. And I've played basically my whole life. Soccer is a huge part of Latin American culture. It's the main sport in almost every country, Latin America. I would say every country in Latin America. It's huge because it brings the family together. You know, when the national team plays, for example, when the Colombian national team plays, everybody stops. Everybody in the country stops what they're doing. They watch the game with their family. They eat food. They spend time together. And you know, the history of soccer just runs from the beginning of 1900s, and it's just a huge part of the culture because of how it brings everybody together, and how it brings a lot of passion and emotion. And for example, in Bogota, Colombia, when there's a game in the city, you can hear the stadium throughout the whole city, and when you're in the stadium, the fans are crazy and loud, and you can just feel the passion, the love for the sport, and it really just brings everybody together, and that's why it's a huge part of the culture.
I think soccer will last for decades on top of centuries and further on, and it will never get any smaller. You can tell in Latin America that the Copa America, which is the cup that Latin American players come together and play for their country against other countries, as well as North America come in and play, that it was one of the biggest events in TV history. There is another cup called the World Cup, which is one of the biggest, supposedly biggest, cups in the world, which have everyone in the entire world, the Copa America, the Latin America one, was 2 times as more people watched and tuned in. Everyone cares about what's going on over in these countries over anywhere else. Because of that, you can tell that this is really important to their culture, to their businesses, to everything. So because of that, you have to understand how important this is. I think one of the big reasons why soccer has become so huge, especially in Latin America, is because how easy and accessible it is to play the game. Soccer is, you can get a rock on the side of the street, kick it around, play with your friends, put a goal with two shoes down. There's so many different ways for you to enjoy the sport, play with your friends. It's huge. And because of that, I think there's a lot of opportunity for those who did have opportunities in the first place. There are a lot of big names of soccer players, professional soccer players, that they came from nothing. They were those people who were playing with rocks on the side of the street. And those are the stories that people love in Latin America. They take those in and they believe they can do it too. So it's a highly motivating sport for people who are playing, people who are watching, and just people in general. It's a fun sport. It's electric, and I can't see why others wouldn't be just as excited as I am when I see the game every day. Well, that's about all I have, but I hope you enjoy my project. I tried to at least give some type of explanation, a little bit of videos, show you some flair of soccer, and maybe you might be motivated to come watch a couple more games. So yeah, see ya. This is Jordan Wiley.